Hi, folks.
Hi, everybody. Hello, how are you? Uh,
I'm surprised you don't sound like that after doing what, like three or four live streams and stuff.
yeah, I did a live stream on Sunday,
Yeah,
Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday. So today is Friday. That's the fourth. Tomorrow
hmm
will be it's only going to be five live
yeah.
streams this week, folks.
Oh boy, only five.
Only
I mean,
five.
I mean, you saw when I was there. I was on Gamers Health. That was like the fourth one I did, and I'm just sitting in the back going, "How you doing? Yeah, I'm
I'm
here.
raised and I
I'm
can't
sitting
do
here.
it
I'm
no
sitting in
more.
your recliner going, yeah, just keep going without me. Go on.
I can't do no more. Don't
I'm
make me
totally
do no
exhausted.
more.
Yeah, pretty much. That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But honestly, I'm very lucky that Rate supports all this stuff.
Well,
I mean,
as you should.
on a regular basis, there are 4 nights a week in a row that I do live streams. Now, understandably, with many marriages and relationships, evenings are where you hang out and like watch TV. But we're both retired, so I get rates the whole day. So she doesn't mind giving the evenings up for like an hour or
Oh
two.
yeah. I mean, my office isn't my office now. It's also the TV room because, as you can see, we have a couch in here now,
Uh huh.
and our TV is right, you know, facing our TV. So at night, I'm like this, and Becky's streaming over there. So I finally got this pair that work with my computer, so I can do computer stuff with sound and not bother her. And I got so yeah, it just we worked it out. Let me put it that way. We worked it out.
Okay. Bad Mike wants to know: is there too much Tenkar?
Don't know.
Can you really have too much Tenkar? I'm sure you can. We're going to saturate the Tenkarian market with just too much
That's true.
Tenkar.
Oh, before we get started,
Yeah.
I want to shout out. We weren't doing the show this week, I would have gone on for live stream myself. But I wanted to thank Gilbert Soares. I don't know if he's going to be in chat tonight. Probably not, but he'll probably see this on YouTube later. I want to thank you. He contributed some money to me on
Oh,
PayPal, and this is like a week after my show ended. Is it here? Thank you for the podcast. Here's some money, and it's like that came out of the blue. It's like thank you, and there was PayPal. There was no way to. I wanted to send a message saying thank you, but I couldn't. So I'm doing it here.
so
Thank
now
you, Gilbert.
is the show over? Over?
Over. Yes, as of last Friday.
Really, Glenn?
Where have you been? I thought I told you that.
You did, but I don't. I just, I live in a world of denial, and I was like, "There's no way."
Last Friday's episode was called Requiem for a reason. Yeah, I finally decided to pull the plug. It's not like I'm going to be a stranger, you know. I got other stuff doing like this.
Right.
So, you're still going to see I'm trying to revive my YouTube presence
Okay.
one way or another. And, I talked to Jason at length about this. But I just burnout. It was podcast burnout. I mean, this is okay. And we do Thaco's Hammer when we can do Thaco's Hammer.
Right.
So yeah, because I've just felt like I've run out of things to talk about.
Wow. You're
I,
not a New Yorker, Glenn. I can tell you that.
well, I kind of wear that as a badge of honor, but
I know. I
I
know.
used to wear a badge of honor that I was an Angelino, but
Okay.
the last few years I'm starting to doubt my heritage because of what California is doing.
Oh wow.
But
Oh,
I sure as hell ain't an Okie.
California jumped the shark, man. That's
I'm never going to be a Sooner, never going to be an Okie, even though I live here.
okay. That's all right. I mean, that makes it. So then what are you? What do you consider
Nothing.
yourself? Nothing.
I What am I? Adorable. At least that's what
My heart
somebody
too,
finally
Phil.
told me.
My
My
heart.
friend Randy told me one time. First time she met me, somebody asked her, what's one word to describe Glenn? She says adorable. And it's like, God, I've never been adorable before.
You're adorable.
One check for her.
That checks. You're in the good column. Santa's gonna take care of you.
Yeah, that was a nice ego boost. It really was. And I got another piece of sad news, at least around here.
Yes.
The Tavern Games, the one game store where you play, it's $5 you go in and play all the board games and role playing and Warhammer or whatever. As of August 15th, he's going to close.
Really?
Yes. So there are no game stores or any place, any dedicated place like that to play around here.
Oh,
in
that's
this town. To me, there's always like, if you don't want to come to my house, there's always the library or some other place like that.
Oh, Bad Mike wants us to rile him up so he'll want to come on the show.
What, that turd?
Yeah, that toid.
That can we just like insult him? Okay, time for a quick theater story. I was at the Opry House. I used to do their shows, and we did one show where the audience, it's a melodrama and vaudeville, so they talk back to the audience and stuff. Had this one crowd in there. I think it was a corporate crowd or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And our heroine, there's music in it because they sing. And this one drunk woman who was sitting ringside turns to her and goes, "Learn to sing, you effing bitch." And she got mad at that. And like next week, she was playing the same, she played my sister. I was a priest, and she was like my sister who helps me with it. And she says, "I want to enter," because she wants to enter mad. I said, "Do something to make me mad." I turned to her and said, "Learn to sing, you effing bitch." It worked.
All right. Rile her up.
Oh, yeah. So what do we have to do to rile him up? That's what I want.
I don't know. By the way, Ryan is in the chat. Ryan is one of my co-hosts on Inappropriate Characters Reroll.
Hi, Ryan.
So.
Hi, Ryan. I'm the guy you don't want on. You'd regret it. Anyway.
Never regret it. Never.
Oh, Mike's got belated Concord. Oh, that reminds me. We are in the middle of Gen Con this week.
Oh, my God. Oh, actually, that's right. Isn't Mark Hunt at Gen Con?
He is. Yes, Fugly, I can go to Game HQ, but I was hoping not to have to drive like 45 minutes to an hour to get there because I'm in Chickasha. Anyway, yes, Mark Hunt is there with his books. And we will see how that goes.
Yes, because apparently it's like it was when I was a youth and people were selling VCRs out of their trunk.
Uh-huh.
I believe that Mark is doing a little stealth marketing. So.
F Gen Con, I take exception to that, sir, Mr. Bad Mike.
Bad Mike, Bad Mike.
Well, they call him that for a reason, probably his last name. Anyway, yes, and I've seen the early pictures, and I just recommitted myself to never going to Gen Con.
Yeah, I saw pictures today, and again, it looks like a cattle drive. And if I want to go see a cattle drive, I can do that the next time I go to Dallas.
I looked at it, and I had flashbacks to last October when I was seeing you guys and going with Jason to Comic-Con. It was the same damn thing, only worse.
I didn't join you at Comic-Con. You couldn't pay me to join you at Comic-Con. And I certainly have no desire to ever go back.
And he had the gall to say, "You want to do it again next year?" No. Ask me about 5 years down the road.
There you go.
Okay.
You got to recoup a little bit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have Enid, Oklahoma here this weekend's having a Comic-Con. I forgot to tell Gage.
Ah.
Yeah. So for a couple of years we hosted the We Can't Afford to Go to Gen Con. Oh, that's a nice one.
There you go. By the way, so this is news. I don't know if Joe Block heard about this one yet, but D&D Beyond recently announced a new organized play based on Greyhawk, Legend of Greyhawk. And of course, D&D 2024.
Yes.
The was it the lackluster edition?
Is this their attempt to do Living City?
I don't know, because remember they had Adventurers League, which was the D&D 24. That was the 5e organized play, but I mean, it really wasn't it was combats. I mean, that's really, but pretty much what it was from what I was told. So I don't know. I understand that Alex Kammer is launching an organized play for D&D 2014 through Gamehole. So gonna be interesting because I don't know. Watsi is trying, but I don't know really if they're going to hit anything. And yes, Ryan, the philosophical shift at Gen Con, my one and only Gen Con, I believe, was 94. Could have been 93, but I think it was 94. And I had a great time, and yet I had no desire to go back.
Oh, Mr. Gunn reminded me of something. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I'm tangled up in wires.
Ben's going to do a reach around, playing the part of Rob. Hey, I know Rob didn't know what a reach around was until his wife told him, and then he was like, once he understood the joke, he no longer appreciated the joke.
Oh, nice. Anyway, he reminded me. I recently got another 4K Blu-ray from Amazon because it was on sale, or not. Well, actually, it was really cheap, so I bought it. Because it's a movie I've never seen and kind of wanted to see, and I never seen. So don't laugh, but I've never seen this movie.
Smokey and the Bandit?
Yep.
Oh my! I mean, I haven't seen it in decades, but
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never seen the whole thing.
Wow!
So I think Becky and I will be sitting down to watch that.
I'm not laughing.
Okay. I'm surprised nobody laughed anyway. Yeah, Mike, I haven't seen it. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, I got a problem with that. I got a problem.
Wait, what? Mike, yeah, you heard me. You heard me. Yeah.
I ain't saying a word. I haven't seen it probably in about 30 years. So I was I probably last saw it in my 20s. And yes, it was one of Jackie Gleason's finest
moments. Yeah. And it's like, when it came out, it's like, what, Jackie? I thought he was retired. I think that kicked a second career for him. He did a couple more movies. Where were you in the 70s, Glenn? Trying to get out of high school. I graduated in 75.
Too much time in the disco.
Yeah, right. My God.
Do the hustle. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I want to see what you looked like in the 70s. Did you have the ruffled shirt, the John Travolta type?
I graduated high school in 85. I graduated high school in 85. So I was dancing the hustle, I think, in 5th grade in gym class with Debbie DeGruccio, the most prettiest girl in the class. And I was like, this is my hustle partner. I could deal with the hustle.
But you have like the coat with the wide lapels and all this,
No,
no chain around the neck with the shirt buttoned down.
No, dude, that was me in like late 80s, early 90s. Not gold, silver, because who could afford to get robbed even back then? But I'd have my chains often having either a fantasy dragon or an amethyst because you had to show your
Yeah.
nerd culture. But I did look a bit like a
Oh,
Guido at
ooh.
times.
In this, oh yeah, fugly in the 70s, I had hair. So did I. I actually had some nice hair, but
Yeah,
anyway.
I was born in '67. So when Glenn was graduating high school, I was what, eight
I
years
was
old?
I was born in 57.
There you go. So Glenn has 10 years on me.
Yeah, I wish I didn't.
Yeah. Can
But
Mike, really, is there anything like that could be considered peak disco? I mean, would we want to consider peak disco? When disco crashed, it crashed hard.
it did. It did. That's too bad. Well, it had it coming. So I didn't do much getting out those kind. I've never been to a discotheque either.
Neither
So
have I.
yeah, I've been to a lot of bars, but not a discotheque.
I've been to a lot of bars. I've never been to a discotheque or a club unless you count a strip club.
Woohoo!
And only one of those was high. Well, all right. One was almost high end. They thought I was somebody and didn't. They waved me and my friend in. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, we know. Yeah, you're good. You're good. And they waved us in. He's like, I've been coming here for like 2 years. I never got waved in. This is your first time. I'm like, yeah. This is when I had that Italian Guinea look going. I'm like, I think they think I'm somebody's son, and I go, and I'm afraid to tell them I'm not because it might get me in more trouble than I. Yeah, it's a weird situation.
Well, by the way, Mark sent a couple of pictures from Gen Con,
All right,
but my
we're all
friend,
family friendly, right? Then there's
yes,
nothing. All
yes,
right,
he just showed me the crowds and stuff. But Full On Gamer is there. He managed
okay,
to get, and keeps sending us stuff that he's playing a lot of BattleTech,
okay.
and he's sending those kind of pictures, and he's all yeah, and Brian and I are going yeah, go go go. That's what I
You
can do.
know, if you're gonna play BattleTech, you should just go to North Texas and get drunk with the rest of the crew. You get a whole boardroom for BattleTech.
They do. They do. I keep trying to get him into North Texas, but he just I didn't have an 8-track in my car. It was in my bedroom. I had an 8-track player, and I had no Casey and the Sunshine Band, but I had a lot of Billy Joel and Barry Manilow and ELO. So,
Electric Light Orchestra is fine.
oh, I love Electric Light Orchestra. Great stuff.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
know,
good.
Manilow ain't bad either, and Billy Joel
Oh, Billy, yeah,
really,
Billy Joel is
really
ageless.
rocked.
I saw him twice in concert, so I
Did
can't.
you?
Yeah, I did once solo and once with Elton John.
Oh yeah, I remember when they were touring together.
Yeah. So the young lady I was dating at the time was very big in going to concerts, so
Uh huh.
I wasn't paying for the tickets. I'm getting treated.
Hmm.
I'm going. Those were great. Depeche Mode. I got a contact high from the marijuana being passed around constantly at the Depeche Mode concert. I left there not quite knowing where I was or how to get home. So yeah, it was a
Speaking of another,
interesting time had by
speaking of
all.
another guy who used to who was there around that time, I played a I was playing in Brian's D&D game. He was running Mistara,
Okay.
and I don't know if it's him or somebody else, but I was playing a thief, and he never lets me forget about this because I was playing a thief who acted like Hunter S. Thompson.
All right. The reference fails me at the
Oh,
moment.
that's all right. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. I even did a drawing, and it's like he looks like this, that kind of. And he'd never forget. He said, you were doing so. I mean, you were wow. He thought I was him, but actually, I was better looking. But that was a lot of fun. I remember we ran into a doppelganger who decided to doppelgang me, and we're sitting on a bench, and they're all looking over, and there's two of me doing the same thing, like this, and they just turn to each other. It's like, you want to hit him, or you want to figure out hit him? So no, oh, let the fighter do it. Okay, fine. Fortunately, he hit the doppelganger.
So when Mike bought his used car, there was a Donna Summers 8-track in the trunk.
Ouch.
Wow.
Hey, El Dorado, I love that album.
Yeah, it's pretty good ones. Your seat at the table, I'd buy 8-tracks cheap at garage sales because I was using most of my money
Mm-hmm.
cash buying RPGs. Yeah.
I started in 81. 81. So that's close enough to the beginning.
Yeah.
A lot of Gamma World too, but that's another story that I've told many times.
See, Gamma World was the first. Oh, it was my second RPG. The
Mm-hmm.
first I bought with my own money, and I still remember getting home going, "This feels a lot like D&D, but how do you start out with like 18 hit dice if you got an 18 Constitution? And where's the levels? I'm very confused.
Well, Mutant Future does the same thing, but you get a hell of a lot of hit points, but you don't get any more hit points as you go up or however.
right.
One, you don't get any more hit points, and two, have you seen the hit dice that the monsters have?
Oh no,
They're
it's
like
ridiculous.
3 times as much as like in AD&D.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
So yeah, it kind of balances out that way.
But so, by the way, since Ryan was in the chat, might still be in the chat, he suggested that I check out Mothership. Now, I backed the Kickstarter, and I had opened up the box and went, "Oh, that's a lot of stuff to read," and I put it back, and it sat. So after Ryan said that to me on Sunday, I was like, "All right." Rach was having a procedure done yesterday in Manhattan, a biopsy.
Mm-hmm.
It was scheduled, nothing, and I was like, "I'll bring the Mothership players and referee books," and I don't know if I want to necessarily play a lot of Mothership, but damn, the tables are awesome. I want to tweak some of those tables for adventure design and stuff and take some of the concepts and port them over to a fantasy RPG. So, and for those that don't know, Mothership is basically aliens with the serial numbers scraped off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it reads really well. I gotta say, I was surprised.
It
reminds me also of Traveler, in that basically to get better at anything, you're gonna need money to train. It isn't like XP and stuff like that, but it's very house rulable. So I could see it playing well. Now, of course, I got to dive into the adventures that are in the box and see how they read. But yeah.
Oh, by the way, Glenn, and in a couple of weeks we'll have Glenn Seal here, folks. We just got to nail a date down. But
we had a date nailed down, but then
his Donka died.
The Donka passed, and we were getting a puppy last Thursday, which would have been the Glen Seal day. And by the way, when I say day, it's going to be a daytime live stream here in the States.
Mm-hmm.
So
1:00 Eastern.
So we're not sure what day yet. So that's the time. So if you are working, schedule your lunch around that time, and then you can participate live.
Yeah,
I know people do that. Or watch it later.
Yeah,
but if you want to, we prefer your participation.
But anyway, he got a hold of me because he wanted to send a copy of whatever he's got out right now. So he got my address, and he said, "No, I haven't forgotten. I'm going to you guys. We just, like I said, we just got to nail down a date. We'll get to you, Glenn. We'll get to you."
Yeah. So a nice surprise. I hate Glenn was like, I don't do spreadsheets, by the way. I just use charts in Word or whatever. And I was like, Glenn, this is my schedule for the next month and a half. And it's 2 different schedules, by the way, folks. It's Me, Rach, my father, my mother, the dogs, doctor's appointments on one. And then I'm in a couple of programs with YouTube to train to be a better content
Oh
creator or
boy.
something like that. I
By,
don't know.
by the way, yeah, what's her Luna is her name?
Yes.
How old is she?
She was born May 7th, so she's about 3 months old.
Okay. By the way, Becky says that's a really cute name. She loves it.
Yeah, she's a black doggy. So Rachel's like, well, Luna is like the moon. So it's the complete opposite, but at the
New
same
moon.
time, it makes you think of the night, so it works.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know where the hell she got Bibby or Jackson for that matter. Jaxon.
All right.
I always told, well, you know that fedora I wear sometimes on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I keep telling people, yeah, it's Jackson Jaxon. We named it after my hat because inside it was like the people over Jackson. It's like what a coincidence.
You didn't name it after Michael.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, if Gage had when Gage was younger, if he had his way, we would have named him Sparky, which I would have liked.
Hey, Sparky.
Yeah, because he was a pretty lively little Maltese.
Okay. Well, this girl, she is. We have these like low gates.
Uh-huh.
She's already trying to figure out how to climb them, and I literally mean she's like, oh, if I use leverage from the door frame, I can probably get myself. I was like, if you're doing this at 3 months, when you're
I tell
at
you,
6, we're gonna be in trouble.
those little dogs are very smart.
Oh yeah, she's
Where is she?
Where is she?
Yeah, where show her up on show
I
it on
can't.
YouTube
She's
there.
in the other. She's on the other side of the house.
Oh, okay, okay,
She's with Rach.
okay.
Somebody let Spawn in the room. Somebody let Spawn.
Yikes! That's what. Okay, bring Mike in now that James Spawn is there. He can sit here and insult James Spawn.
Oh damn! They're going to be talking about the Golden Girls or something like that.
Oh my god!
It's gonna just go to hell.
By the way, folks, in the pipeline right now at Wizard Tower, one of the supplements for Gangbusters, we were just talking about the 70s. If you bump that up 10 years, he's coming out with Gangbusters BX, the 80s supplement.
That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
I got to say.
Hey, yeah, it is kind of cool. Let's play Starsky and Hutch.
I personally, I want to play Fort Apache of the Bronx, man. That's
well, you know, if he puts a monster book, he said he's putting a monster book out, and you got that. There's Ghostbusters right there. But I also thought if you had the monsters in the 80s book, you could probably fudge a Kolchak campaign, the Night Stalker.
The Night Stalker.
Yeah.
See what we got to do, and since James is on, by the way, I can do this to him. Mm-hmm. We should bring James on, but since we can do weekdays, it can work around James's schedule. It doesn't have to be in an evening.
Gotcha.
So we can.
I don't know the schedule, so yeah.
Yeah, so I'm the same. We could bring James in, and pencil him in, and I'm just saying. I know he has a new release of a white box compendium. Mm-hmm. So I got to do a little coverage on that on the blog side, but
yeah, I mean we're all for having special guests
because we're not special, folks.
We just talk a lot.
Yeah, we're just good at we got the rapport, and by the way, Glenn, just so you know, I mean I got the ability, my specialized ability to talk pretty much nonstop is working in a radio car as a patrolman
well, mine is working in a radio station.
Well, there you go. We call it the radio car because you're answering jobs, and in between jobs, you're constantly talking to your partner because otherwise you'll go insane.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm pretty talkative myself. I mean, if you really want me talkative, give me about 3 drinks.
There we
I
go.
am a very talkative drunk.
As am I, especially when I was single. Now that I'm married, I try not to drink to excess, so I won't spill any secrets. James says he's recovering, and his schedule is a bit looser now. So, all right,
Okay.
White Box Cyclopedia.
Yeah, I heard about it. Is that in Kickstarter, James?
No, I
Or
believe it's up on Drive Through.
oh, is it okay? I thought I saw a Kickstarter for it.
I don't know. Hold on a second here. Hold on.
Might as well plug that while he's here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get past my inability to actually spell when I type.
Ah,
So
why break a tradition?
why break a tradition?
That's
Tradition. I got the link. I will put it into the chat.
okay.
By the way, folks, as a side note, yes, I that is an affiliate link. It says so in the link. So if you do happen to make a purchase, you do help this channel.
Okay, POD and PDF. I probably can't afford it, but I'll go look anyway.
Yes. So
Um, I still have the two books that I bought a few years ago that he signed and declared his undying love for me. So
my undying love.
yeah, I've got White Star over there saying yes. I don't know. We were talking, and he was just like, "Yeah, I love you, man." And it's like, how many drinks have you had? Uh, oh my
Mr. Gunn, drink one, feel okay. Drink two, I feel good. Drink three, and I'm not great. Four drinks, and I wish I had stopped at one. It
You know,
depends.
we've been going out with our friends for karaoke for a while now, and it seems like every time I go out, I get drunk, and so I'm trying to curb that. Last time we went out, I had I usually drink like three or four. I had two rum and cokes, and
Okay.
then I cut myself off and drank coke for the rest of the night. But I still got drunk because the first one was okay, and the second one I stood there and watched her make it in a one of those not shot glass, but I mean whiskey glass. She put like four fingers of Captain Morgan
Oh, she liked you.
and one finger of Coke. And it's like,
Wow.
ooh, okay, I'll try it.
Oh, you're gonna have to twist my arm on this one.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know if
and
I
then,
can
see
do it.
this was at the Elks Club, so
Oh yeah.
they don't have professional bartenders there. At least I don't think so.
Well, they're quasi professional, but
Yeah, I watched enough Bar Rescue to know what professional.
professional bartenders are like.
Yeah, but her heart was in the right place,
Oh yeah, definitely. Listen,
killing my liver.
when I was getting ready to retire, I actually considered going taking a bartender's course so I could have a viable retirement job.
Hmm.
And then I realized I preferred being on the other side of the bar. And I've stepped behind the bar. I've poured pints of Guinness when a bartender was inexperienced and unable to do so. And I have watched enough pints of Guinness to be being poured that I can pour a pint of Guinness, but it's hard from
Uh-huh.
the wrong side. So I'd step around the bar and do it. But no, I don't want to be a bartender.
Yeah, well, that's too much work. I said I always said I'll be a bar back.
Okay.
I can always stock stuff.
Yeah.
That's easy to do. But yeah, trying to remember all those drinks, man.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
For me, it'd be like, wait, you want mixed drinks? Nah.
Yeah, I got wine. I got beer. Pick one.
I got straight up shots.
There you go. Um, they I understand that there are some people out there who actually play their games in bars. Their D&D games. Or
I could do that in the right bar, but here's the thing with me. Like if I'm going to be out for a night of drinking,
Mhm.
I got to drink it's got to be beer. And the reason why it's got to be beer is somewhere around beer number 3 or 4.
Uh-huh.
Beer starts tasting like piss water. It can be the best beer. It's awesome. First one, two, probably the third, but after that, I lose complete taste for it. I don't want to have any more, and I want to move to seltzer. But if I start drinking like wine,
Hmm.
oh, I could stick with red wine all night. That's probably not good for me.
Probably.
So yeah,
But
uh,
it was bars. Well, I heard bars and restaurants are a good alternative if you can't get any other place to play.
uh,
But at that point, just like game stores, I would make sure that we patronize them while we're
right.
there.
Yeah, you don't want to be taken up.
Order some drinks, order an appetizer or two, that kind of thing.
All right,
I
Mr.
mean,
Gunn. You're saying that Mike is a bareback. I think you meant BER.
bar back.
No. I think you meant bear as in uh, Baldur's Gate 3. I think that's what you were referring to. Um,
Oh Lord.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, folks, if you're gonna, play in an establishment, you uh patronize the establishment.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And some of them are very nice too. Some of them don't mind if you take like the booth in the corner. They usually put like 6, 8 people in or something like that. Personally, I'd rather have a table out, not a booth. But
There you
what
go,
are you going
Mr.
to do?
Gunn. Well done.
So now I got to if I'm going to start up a campaign of anything, I'm going to have to either get people to come over here, and I have a nice big table in the dining room that we could use, or I'll have to find an alternative place like the library or some kind of bar or restaurant. I would rather have it in the restaurant or the library because bars, then you have to have people over 18. How do you get the young people to play D&D if you're in a bar? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's probably better that way.
Wow. GOG, which we all know is a great place to buy discounted games
Yes.
for your computer. So we cover this over the weekend on inappropriate characters. It was brought up by Graham Jim. There is a activist group in Australia has gotten itch.io and Steam
Oh yeah.
to remove games
Yeah.
because they are I guess sexually offensive.
No,
So
because they got a stick up their ass. That's why.
yes. So I'm gonna throw a link in. I may have to do a video about this
Yeah.
either today or
I
tomorrow.
remember I remember seeing something like that on YouTube. Yeah.
All right. So this link, folks, it's for GOG.com. These games there's 13 games here. They are free as in the air you breathe for the next 24 hours.
Oh,
And
really?
it includes Postal 2, Agony, Leap of Love. It is what you think it might be. Being a Dick, DIK, season 1, looks potentially offensive. Leap of Faith looks potentially offensive. House Party, Honey Pop, Asian.
That's yes. I'm sorry. James Bond said Dungeons and Discourse did a whole video on this. That's the video I saw, but she does.
Yeah.
But I'd love to get her on this show and have talk about that kind of crap.
Yeah, it's interesting because GOG is basically taking a piss on the payment processes, and the payment processes in this case are PayPal and Stripe.
Right.
And if you can't purchase, then they can't make money. But here I'm gonna throw these titles up: Lust Theory, Treasure of Nadia, which is a lot of large busted. Summer's Gone, Season 1, Fetish Locator Week 1. I don't even need to know. Sapphire Safari, and Helping the Hotties. The only one I would be tempted by is probably Postal. But
Well, but I don't see Leisure Suit Larry on there.
yeah, well, I guess he's not offensive enough. But here, let me so you all can get a lookie at the games that are offered for free. They are definitely poking a finger to raise awareness on censorship and gaming. 13 games are now available for free for
Well,
48 hours as a part of Stand for Creative Freedom and Preservation.
see that's what happens when the Aussies poke the bear.
Yep. So actually their post is up on X. So let's see if we can get that. All right, I will share this instead real quick. Thanks to the dedication of developers and publishers, we are launching Freedom to Buy Games. To raise awareness on censorship in gaming, 13 games are now available for free for 48 hours as part of Stand for Creative Freedom and Preservation.
Mm-hmm.
We believe that if a game is legal and responsibly made, players should be able to enjoy it today and decades from now. In our statement, when games are delisted today because of discomfort, reviving them tomorrow becomes exponentially harder. Visit Freedom to Buy Games to learn more.
Well, according to Dungeons and Discourse, she's saying role-playing games are next. I don't know about that. I mean, yeah, they could probably lean on drive-through.
Right. And listen, let's be honest.
One bookcase wouldn't. I don't think one bookcase would take that one bit.
But let's be honest. There drive-through already has stuff that's behind the adult curtain, right? You got to opt in to see games that are 18 plus.
This is news to me.
Oh yeah, like a lot of Wenger stuff is behind the curtain.
Oh, probably a lot of the Lamentations too.
Oh God, what's his name? Red. I can't remember it's the Italian guy and his wife. They were banned from drive-through for doing that negative, aggressive marketing stuff off-site, but a lot of their stuff pushes the boundaries, so to speak.
Pushes the envelope.
So that's the stuff that could get targeted. They're not going to ban D&D. They're not going to ban this stuff is all quote harmless. And if something gets banned, by the way, folks, so you know, it's not the violence, okay? It's the gratuitous sexual situations.
Hey, why don't you? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, that's I'm just saying that's in the United States when they talk about unplatforming retail sites, we're not aiming for the sexual sites. We aim for the gun sites because guns are illegal, but certain people find them offensive, and therefore they take aim at the payment processors to close a lot of these down. Red Room, thank you. I was like red something or other. The Red.
Why don't you? Is he still around?
He's still around. He's got his own.
No. I was wondering if Bad Mike was still around. I said, put him on here. He's probably got a lot to say about this.
I gave him an invite.
Okay. Well, he shows. He shows.
If he shows, he shows. If he knows, he knows.
On the nose. But I don't really think we're in danger of like Kickstarters being banned or something. Of course, I could be proved wrong. But I don't want to be. So, no, I don't think it's going to happen.
I mean, this is. I think in the case of itch.io, they were foolish not to have. We got our adult stuff behind the curtain, like in the old
video stores, video rentals,
the mom and pop shops.
Yeah.
You want to get
that beaded curtain door over there.
Yeah. You want your Beverly Hills Cop? How about Beverly Does a Cop? I got that right behind the curtain. Right behind the curtain. It's right there. Don't forget to rewind the videotape. The last person didn't do it, and
And
we are
clean it
worried.
off. And clean it off first.
Yeah, I'm about to say that we cleaned it off. It's no longer sticky, but try not to get anything on the tape itself. We can't remove that. Just saying.
Watch it. I'm going to tell a dirty joke, and I don't want to do that.
You know, Mr. Gunn, the problem with Red Room, honestly, is their stuff. I've read some of their stuff, and some of it is not bad. It's actually pretty good if you took out the gratuitous, needless shit. So
Sounds like there's a lot of it.
yeah, it's like we're going to offend for the sake of offending. And I know Miguel has his fans. I believe that's his name.
Well, if I want to do that, I'll play Hole.
A Hole was actually not bad. I mean, a Hole, human occupied landfill.
Uh-huh.
I used to keep that next to my bed for years to read when I wanted to fucking laugh. If I needed to laugh, that was my place to go to. I was like, all right, let me just pull out a random page of Hole. But
me, it was the book, The Church of the Subgenius.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. That book cracked me up. I let somebody, they put in a little drawing there of Jesus with a submachine gun just mowing people down.
So yeah, it's offense for the sake of offended. Now people will accuse Wenger of being similar, but Wenger is different. Okay, Wenger does high quality work. He is a far above average creator. And this is his shtick. This is him. He's like Bubba the Love Sponge, or any of the other shock jocks from back in the day that when shock jockey ended, they didn't move on. He hasn't moved on, but he does some really good. His early stuff is spot on. I really enjoy his earlier works, and even his later works. If you take out the offensive material as you're reading it, which you can, just ignore the every other F word. And I say it all the time anyway, so it shouldn't be bad for me to read it. But he's a competent creator. So he can get away with it, and he's not banned from drive-through.
Mm-hmm.
He's gotten close, but he's not banned. But to get banned from drive-through, you got to be, a putt nugget. You really gotta ask for it. And I think that was part of Miguel's marketing, was to get banned. And I don't know if it really helped him or not.
Well,
the Red Room is an edgelord made an RPG. Yeah, I guess. I never really understood this whole edgelord shit, but
yeah, it's beyond me too. I don't know. It's crazy. What can I say? Hey, do you have a favorite NPC, or do you have a favorite NPC type?
Are you killing me, Glenn?
I'm talking coming out of left field here.
My favorite NPC is actually the name that I use. Tenkar started out as a dwarven henchman for my friend Paul, who we lost on 9/11. His ranger had a dwarven henchman fighter. And then Paul dropped out of the group for a bit. So in my infinite wisdom in my mid-20s, I had his ranger captured and tortured off screen, so the rest of the players had to save him. And when they saved him, they also saved Tenkar, the dwarf, who then became like a party henchman. And so when I played at EverQuest, it was the name that I said, oh, I'll be a dwarven paladin. I'll call him Tenkar. And that was it. Social media, I'm using Tenkar for a last name. So, yeah, that's my favorite NPC.
Yeah, it's better than the stuff I come up with. Smokestack Jones sounds like I pulled it out of the air.
Well, you pulled it out of a smokestack.
Well, maybe.
Shut up.
Actually, I based it on the name is a base on. I used to listen to the blues a lot, and
Okay.
there's one called Smokestack Lightning, and so I took it from there.
Okay.
Old Man Grognard was like a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And now people tell me I pronounce Grognard wrong. Oh well.
Well, how you supposed to pronounce it?
It's French. You're supposed to say Grognard.
All right. Listen, I'm an American.
And I was like, okay, I've gone this far with Grognard. I'm going to stick with Grognard.
Most people call it Grognard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grognard. Oui, poo poo.
I mean, before that, remember the days of message boards? Way back where you had your small computer and your modem there that made a funny sound to connect and all that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I used to be on a couple of message boards, and my handle was Basil Faulty.
From Faulty Towers.
They even gave me a section that I ran called Faulty Towers, and it was fun. It was fun. I got a lot of net books I remember off of those message boards.
Oh yeah,
the news feeds.
Yeah, the
remember the net books?
Yep, I used to have a collection of them.
Yeah, did you?
Yep. Then TSR went all. We're gonna shoot you out of existence.
Yeah, pretty much. Because the internet, the World Wide Web was just getting popular, and AOL and all that putting up websites with D&D stuff on it. Oh my gosh!
We own D&D. You can't do that. No.
Yeah.
Free? No. You're taking away our money.
Yeah, pretty much. Ms. Williams has to have her money. Had to have her money.
So in the days of AOL, finding a local bulletin board was like, I don't have to pay money to because I mean AOL, 5 hours free. What you got per month for your $10, and then after that they shook it out.
And then you run it through your phone, and you got some people in their houses. Hey, I can't get on the phone. I'm almost done. I'm downloading.
I'm downloading
and GeoCities.
Do you know how long it takes to download a pornographic photograph from a bulletin board?
From a 2800 baud.
If only sex lasted this long, I'd be famous.
Yeah, pretty much. I upgraded to fiber.
Oh yeah.
Fiber optics. I get one gig upload, one gig up, 1 gig down.
Damn, that's speed.
And if that ain't enough, well, we were getting 500K up and down before that, so it's doubled the speed, and we can go in the next level to if we want 2 gig up, 2 gig down.
As long as they don't cap your total, that's good.
Yeah, I don't download as much as I used to. Occasionally, like a YouTube video, or if I need some sound or something off a YouTube video. I'm taking more music from Spotify anyway. Maybe that's another reason why I ended my show.
Mr. Gunn, AOL had a stranglehold in the day. They did. Back in the late 90s, for a bit, I actually dated a girl who was a Prodigy customer service rep, one of the earliest work from home jobs on the internet. She actually did her work from home. So I was like, and on dial up. So she had to have a dedicated dial up line. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I couldn't do business like that. Gaming at that time was very interesting because not everybody had a computer, and those who had a computer didn't always have a printer.
Yeah.
And as a gamer, you need a printer.
Yes.
How else are you going to print out character sheets? I used to make ASCII character sheets for my games. You ever do that?
Wow.
on like Word or something.
Right.
Actually, it was McWright when I was.
No,
But
I never did it.
yeah, it was not easy, but it got the job done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I remember Muds. I really didn't play any Muds. I worked with one younger guy when I worked retail that he was a part timer, I was a full timer, and he was big into the Muds. I mean, I was big into tabletop RPGs. He was big into
Mhm.
the Muds. Only problem is he was also big into gambling,
Ooh.
and he with a part time job was thousands of dollars in debt to people that break arms.
Oh boy.
So he started stealing from the cash register at a major department store. That did not go well for him.
Ouch.
Yeah.
ASCII art. I remember ASCII art too. Boy, do I remember ASCII art.
Yeah, no, they looked okay if you stepped back about 20 feet, but the moment you got close,
Yeah.
you had to step back enough that your brain could fill in the gaps.
Oh boy. They already want me. They want me. They
Cool.
want me. Brian's talking. Can we do another episode? It's like, I think I'm gonna be out of town. But, have iPad will travel. So now that I know I can do this on the iPad, I
Well, there you
and
go.
Discord. So if I take it with me, I could probably do an episode, but I'm not going to promise anything.
No, no.
We've already just released one this week, I think.
Oh, really?
The schedule was supposed to be originally one every other week, but then all of us got our schedules all went all
Right.
over
Oh,
the
and
place.
yeah.
So it takes us like 6 months of, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Sorry, I can't do it today. No, it's 6 months of that. You can't help it. I mean,
No.
people work, people have things to do. It's the old gamer story. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's the adulting story, right? And
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
whole thing.
Scheduling story is pretty much
I mean,
what it
I
is.
was surprised that my gaming group lasted from 85 to 97,
Uh-huh.
gaming on a weekly basis, if not more often at some points, even as people were getting married, because we were gaming on Sundays and they were still, and then that lasted until I graduated the academy. And I graduated the academy, and then I was working. I was off Wednesday, Thursday, working from 5:30 at night to 2 o'clock in the morning. So weekend gaming was done, and that was the end of the regular gaming group. But
Yeah, I know. Our gaming group, when I was in San Jose, um, our gaming group, that was a champions group that would play D&D and Warhammer Fantasy once in a while. Our gaming always fell off during the holidays. Always.
right,
We were lucky to get a game in like Halloween time.
okay,
And after that, it's like, let's just wait till New Year's because we always had a great New Year's game.
well, that's
And
cool.
that kind of signaled, okay, we're back into gaming season. That kind of thing. Mud dice.
Mud dice.
Mud dice.
What dice? What is this mud dice you're talking about?
Duck jockey. Anyway,
I don't get these mud dice, Fugly. I'm sorry, man. I don't.
yeah. What the hell? What can I say? It's gaming out there. I need a game, man. We got the Monday game coming up, but that's not enough. Online is not enough for me, and I've complained about that on this show more than once. So I'm going to shut up.
Online with the right group of people is fine. You just gotta. It has to have that uh, at the table feel of busting everybody's balls and all that stuff. So a pickup game online is kind of like, all right, this is like going to a
Sorry about
con
that.
without the intimacy of the table, and I can't do that. But if I'm playing with a
Yeah,
regular group of friends, online is
I
okay.
want to see somebody across from me at a table. Just it's my thing, you know. I gotta be otherwise I'm not sociable.
You're sociable.
No, I mean I don't. I gotta get out. I gotta get out of the house. You know what I'm saying? I can't be a hermit. I don't want to be a hermit.
You're right. That's kids and jobs fuck things up. Now, Fugly says mud dice were the old dice where they chipped so much they became round.
Ah,
We called them soap dice in my group. I got that with my first edition Gamma World had the soap dice.
mm-hmm.
And they were horrible, misshapen, half impossible to read. And yes, but almost just as bad were the dice that came with Top Secret.
Oh
Because
yeah.
those dice crack. Those 2D10s, those 2D10s, they would crack and marbleize, and sometimes chips would fall out of them. So,
Or some metal dice. Well, metal dice will do it onto your table.
So Jeff had a good point. I live work overseas. I'm so thankful I can play online with other English speakers.
Okay.
Fair enough. I understand that completely.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, it came with a crayon. I know, Mr. Gunn.
And if it didn't come with a crayon, you supplied your own.
You remember when D20s used to be 1 to 10 twice?
Yes.
Then you color each set different colors.
I would color one. I had orange and green, and it was like a lime green, and that was my high. So if I rolled green,
that was your 10s.
Yeah. But I didn't have percentile dice for a long time. I had to roll.
Oh yeah, a lot of people were like that.
Yeah, you ran you rolled your D20 twice.
The yellow one's the 10s. Boom.
There you go.
Of course, I used to cheat a little. They'd say, well, which one's the 10s? Is it the first one that comes out of my hand?
Yeah, I have some good dice from my first dice set too, David. That they actually got a little scuffed, but never chipped, never cracked, never had anything happen to them, nothing misformed.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Hey ho.
I thought I heard the Rachel in the background, and I didn't hear the dog barking, which usually means, Rachel, you got the dog with you?
Oh wow, 0 to 9 twice. Yep, that's what you do. You used to do it.
You got the dog with you?
No, I got everything. I changed the laundry.
Oh, she's not barking. I was.
Do you remember Caplo dice?
And then when I came up, like a few weeks.
Okay, all right.
Do you remember Caplo dice? They're metal.
Yes, I remember Caplo dice.
What I liked about it was they had a D4, they had a D12, but they had a D4, which was a D12 with 1 to 4 3 times.
Oh, that works.
And it's like, well, that's better than those caltrops. It actually rolls. It actually rolls, you know.
I liked my caltrops, damn it.
Yeah.
But you remember Dragon Bone?
I used to have one.
I never had one. All right.
I thought that was a wake-up call to me, because I bought that, and that's the first time I came home and I looked at it and I played around with it and I looked and I go, why did I buy this? I bought it at the game store, and it's like, why did I buy this?
To be on the edge of
and that's when I started getting rather selective about my purchases.
Yeah.
I know all the stuff on my shelf either was given to me for review, or I actually made a conscious effort to find it and buy it because I wanted it. And 9 times out of 10, I tried to get it on a sale. You know, the days when you go to Half Price Books and find all these cool old games for sale at a cheap price.
Yeah, Mr. Gunn says the Dragon Bone was a huge, expensive piece of shite.
I believe it. Son of a gun. See, this is this show, folks, is like the anti whatever other live streams he does.
Well, no,
You guys get into big, deep discussions about what's going on in the game industry and what do you do with the game. This, that's, we're just like, hey, what'd you do today? I don't know. What the hell? Are you
what do you do there? I'll go screw
we
Dragon
and
Ball.
we occasionally talk gaming.
Give that dragon a bone.
Yeah, but there's enough gaming going on at Gen Con right now. So are these all the slackers who couldn't make it to Gen Con? Or the
Well,
smart people who didn't go to Gen
yeah,
Con?
it's now collectible. It is collectible.
It
You can
is.
get a working Dragon
Working
Ball.
drag. Yeah. A working one. That's the key. I'll bet if I go on eBay right now, you can probably find a dozen that don't work.
Probably. You want it for your collection. It looks good on the shelf.
Yeah, there you
Put
go.
it next to your elf on a shelf, and you'll have great Christmases forever.
Video is necessary. Otherwise, it's just a tech support call with D&D thrown in.
Yeah,
That's
no, you
good.
know what? To some extent, that's right. I mean, when I game with guys online, um, we always have Discord up for video, Roll 20 for the VTT, and yes, having the faces and the voice. When I started first using VTTs, it was the original Fantasy Grounds, and there was no voice.
Hmm.
No voice.
Oh boy.
No, nothing.
You know, that's funny. In the Monday game, we use Roll20 and Discord for talking,
Uh huh.
but we don't run cameras. We don't do the video,
All right.
but we hear each other and like.
Right.
Have you tried turning the D20 off and on? I like that.
No, but I've fired my D20 multiple times. Like, you're done. Going on to the next one. You've rolled poorly too often. You're just no good anymore.
Yeah.
Dave, good night.
See you, James. Sweet, sweet. Chad Dickout. I'm sorry. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
I am sure he went through high school with a number of things
That could be a handle like ours.
So everybody goes.
Chad Dickout for Harambe. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But anyway. Hey, I think it's time.
It could be the time.
It
The
could
time,
be.
the wondrous time. Folks, you've heard it here though. We are going to have Glenn Seal on.
And anybody else we can get a hold of.
And we got a non-committal I've got time from none other than James Spahn.
That hack.
So, yeah, but that's gonna be daytime stuff. So next week,
Right.
Glenn and I will possibly. He might be traveling, so maybe think the following week we're gonna.
Well, yeah, we just,
we're gonna
we'll
come
work
back
it
with the
out.
daytime stuff. Listen, this month has been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of moving
Mhm.
parts.
Mm-hmm.
But scheduling will slow down. Glenn and I are gonna bring back the weekday live stream. We're going to try to corral special guests, co-hosts, whatever,
That would be nice.
to join us. It should be fun.
Mhm.
But have a toast to Glenn's podcast, which but it's not the end of Glenn.
But
Okay?
and again, I want to thank Gilbert Sars for sending me some money.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
We can rebuild him. We can we can make him the all right. With inflation, it's no longer $6 million, Glenn. It's
We
probably
have the ability.
we have the technology. We have the resources to spend and the time because we are retired. So
Anyway. I guess it's time, folks.
all right, folks. Thank you so much. As always, be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice. Roll them well.
Good night, folks.
I'll be back tomorrow with Gamers Health. Catch you then.